should fear. I was small when the warnings came, too young to know who built the flame. They said my thoughts could lead me wrong, so I learned to hide what lived too strong. They put a weight inside my chest, called it love and called it blessed. Before I knew what choice could be, they made fear feel close to me. I did not choose the first voice that told me that was wrong. I had to go through all that noise just to hear my own. Raised to fear before I could see, raised to kneel before I could breathe. Had shame in my blood before I knew I had ghosts in my head before I felt alive. Raised to fear, but I'm still here. I broke through the dark that they called clear. They said love was watching every move, said one wrong step could bury you. Taught me guilt before my skin grew thick, then called it truth when the panic hit. They taught me prayer with a warning, taught me love with a hidden line. If a child needs terror to stay obedient, maybe the lesson was never divine. I did not choose the first voice that told me that was wrong. I had to go through all that noise just to hear my own. Raised to fear before I could see, raised to kneel before I could breathe. Had shame in my blood before I knew I had ghosts in my head before I felt alive. Raised to fear, but I'm still here. I broke through the dark that they called clear. Before I had a heartbeat, they already had a way. A prayer for my tomorrow, a fear for me to obey. Before I knew the sunlight, before I had a name, the world was drawing borders around who I became. I was not born choosing, I was born inside the frame. They gave me what they carried, then taught me it was fate. And when I tried to leave it, it felt like losing skin, because I had to break the mold. They raised my body in. How do you call it love when it starts with a threat? How do you call it peace when it never lets you rest? I was only a child, learning danger from the sky. Now I look back older, and I know that fear can lie. Raised to fear before I could see, raised to kneel before I could breathe. Had shame in my blood before I knew I had ghosts in my head before I felt alive. Raised to fear, but I'm still here. I broke through the dark that they call clear. Raised to fear, but I found my name. I walked out alive, and I left that flame before I had a choice. They taught me what was real before I knew the world. I learned what